welcome to Story Time with Risha again. Now, we have a beautiful setting with us today as the grass is just cut, but hopefully the rain will stay away from us. So we have a few special little guests with us today, but we're going to have to go for a little search for them as they're very, very small and they can get frightened quite easily. So come on, follow me. The little guest joining us today for story time is very, very busy. It's collecting nectar to make honey, and it collects nectar from many different plant species, just like the foxgloves behind me. Can you guess who our little guest today is going to be? You are correct. Our little guest today is a little bee, and it cannot wait to hear what adventure Susie Scamp gets up to today. The Adventures of Susie Scamp. Stop that snoring. Why are you so tired today, Susie? Asked the big Frisian cow Nullag. Susie let out a big yawn. Oh, it's the snoring. It just rattled on all night long. Snoring? Quizzed Nullag. Yes, snoring, stated Susie. That dog who has come to stay with us would not stop snoring all night long. I didn't get a wink of sleep. I don't know why the farmer's daughter allowed him to stay in our bed. A bunch of grass fell out of Nullag's mouth as she spoke again. It nearly fell on top of Susie. And why is he here on Glenameade Farm? Apparently, his human family have gone away for a bit. So I think he will be staying with us for a while, moaned Susie, as she let out another big yawn and scratched her eyes. The herd of cattle were nearly all after reaching the milking parlour by the time Susie and Nullag finished their morning chat. They always enjoyed their walks together, whether it be in rain, hail or sunshine. After the milking was done, the cattle all proceeded back out into the field. They were quite content today with the weather being just right. It wasn't too cold and not too hot either. It was just right for sunbathing in the sun, even though some of the older cattle would frequently scold the younger ones if they were not careful enough, as they could get sunburnt. Farmer and Shep stayed on cleaning up the parlour while Susie escorted the cattle back. So, I hear there is a new dog on the farm, Susie, said Daisy, the big brown and white cemental cross cow. Yes, Daisy, there is. Oh, do tell us more about him. Oh, please, pleaded Juliet, the young Frisian. She was all excited as she was just after coming back from saying hello and feeding her young calf. She had her first baby this year and was delighted to show her off to everyone. Tiny was her name, and she was born a bit prematurely, so the farmer was taking extra care of her. She was such a proud mum. As they all returned to the field, the word had spread quickly about this new dog who had come to stay on Glenameade Farm. The cattle were all curious to hear more about him. So, when they all had finally entered the field, the cattle crowded around Susie Scamp and listened contently as she recited the story to them. It all began yesterday afternoon. What did she say? Bellowed Doris from the back. She was the eldest cow and a bit hard of hearing. especially in her right ear. "Turn around, Doris, and come closer. You know you can't hear from that side," snapped Buttercup. There was a bit of scuttling among the herd as they rearranged themselves. "You may need to speak up, Susie. After all, you are very low to the ground," advised Nullig politely. So, Susie cleared her throat and began again. "As I was saying, it all began yesterday afternoon. Shep and I were outside playing in the garden when suddenly a big white Jeep pulled in the driveway. Didn't know any more until this strange fat dog popped out. His human family and our human family were in the kitchen for ages having a cup of tea. And of course, they always have to have another cup of tea after that cup of tea. So you can imagine how long they were there for. They only left just before the evening milking time. And, to my dismay, the dog that they had brought with them stayed. The cattle gasped. Their big round eyes all stared down at Susie, waiting to hear what happened next. "So that explains why we didn't see you yesterday evening," Doris shouted. Gloria, the Angus cross, winced at the level of noise coming from Doris. Came a sound near the back. "Sorry," called Petunia. The rest of the cattle looked back at her and all said, "You are eating too much grass again." Susie just rolled her eyes and carried on with the story. Susie Scamp returned home to the farmhouse and was greeted by the farmer's daughter. "Come on, Susie, we will have some lunch." It was one of those days where the farmer, the farmer's wife, and the farmer's daughter were all at home. The farmer's son was even there today. Oh, how Susie loved him. They would always play games together and have fun. He had a busy job as a music therapist and a musician, so he was always on the road. He would play the most delightful music when he was at the farm, which would always liven up everyone's spirits. He could play nearly any instrument such as a guitar or banjo. He could even play the harp. The family were all having lunch at the kitchen table, while the farmer's daughter quickly put some dog biscuits into the dog bowl for Susie. Susie was so happy until the farmer's daughter put a bowl of dog biscuits next to her. It was for their new guest, and he was ever so messy. The food splashed everywhere, and he made the strangest grunting sound she had ever heard. All of a sudden, the house phone rang. Bring, bring. Susie jumped out of her skin. She was not expecting that. It was the farmer's daughter who was nursing in Dublin. She was on her lunch break, so rang her family for a catch-up. She was having a very busy day. While the family were huddled around the house phone all chatting, Susie looked over at their new guest. She then cocked her head and went out to the back garden as the door had been left open. The new guest followed on behind her, while Shep stayed in his bed in the utility room. He was having a snooze. "What's your name?" asked Susie as she turned to face the new dog. I didn't quite catch it yesterday.
My name is Zeus, he replied.
He spoke in a bit of a muttered tone, and a bit of spit flew out of his mouth. What type of dog are you?
I'm a pug. What are you?
I'm a Yorkie, of course. The two of them looked at each other puzzled. You know you kept me up all night because of your snoring.
I can't help my snoring. I don't even know that I'm doing it.
Susie just glared at him and rolled her eyes. He better not snore too loud tonight, otherwise she will have to kick him out. Well, I need my sleep, so you better be quiet tonight.
I'm sorry. I will try my best. Will you show me around the farm, please? I've never been on one, and I don't know what to do.
Susie thought for a moment, then agreed. He didn't seem too bad, apart from all the snoring. She thought long and hard about where to bring Zeus first, and then decided that the best place to start with was the hay bales. The Cayley mice might be there. They always had good suggestions of fun things to do. Susie and Zeus then set off across the garden towards the entrance into the farmyard. Susie was beginning to get a bit excited about showing her new guest around the farm and introducing him to the other farm animals. Maybe having another dog on the farm will be fun. They came to the large double gate, and Susie squeezed herself through an opening and popped out the other side. She was happily plodding along, humming the tune of The Rattling Bog. Until she realised she was by herself. Where was Zeus? She frantically turned to look for him. How could she have already lost him? Suddenly, she saw a big blob lodged between the metal bars. It was Zeus! He was after getting stuck in the gate. Oh no! Screeched Susie as she quickly ran back to him.
I'm in a spot of bother,
announced Zeus, confused with what had just happened. Rather than squeezing through the same gap that Susie went through, Zeus decided to go through the smallest gap there was and ended up getting stuck. Susie shook her head and sighed. It's going to be a long day. I hope you all enjoyed the video today and the adventure that Susie Scamp got up to. So, until next time, I hope you all stay safe and stay well and have lots and lots of fun. Bye for now.